squad like, what? In the field like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah. In the field like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. Whole squad like, yeah. In the field like, yeah.
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Arrowhead Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They're set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with the Indianapolis Colts. Mahomes now on first down. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his third touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. The point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. Out of the gun, Luck. He completes this one to Mack. No gain, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Here's Luck. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Luck now to throw. Rolling to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The sack by Dorian O'Daniel, the linebacker from Clemson.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. After the sack on 1st down, Luck dumps this one off to Mack. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They were trying to set up that screen, trying to get that screen to formulate. Took too long.
He ends up taking a sack, and that leads you to a couple of other questions. Number one, why don't you just get rid of the football near the screen guy so that you don't take an interception? But really, the big one, they just took everything away, and he was really kind of flummoxed on that play and ended up taking the sack.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, We'll see if it's that easy here. Here a throw taken in by Watkins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. A big play there, Mahomes to Watkins, 41 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. There's the first NFL catch for the former Georgia Bulldog, Mecole Hardman. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point up and through. And that'll make the score 14-0. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Luck looks to throw on 3rd and 1. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Now Luck. Taken in by the tight end Doyle. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Luck going to bring him up first and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Luck. They'll run the screen with Mack. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away. Throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Touchdown, Indianapolis. Eric Ebron, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. And there's been a Terry now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Yellow.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked by Pierre Desir. He was looking for Watkins that time. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now you got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Luck. Into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Got an open man. That's Campbell. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run here with Mack. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
Following the penalty, it's Williams. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Well, with Damian Williams, it's notable that the Chiefs didn't make a play to go after a big-time running back in the offseason. The coaching staff said back in May they didn't want running back by committee. They trusted Williams to be their starter. You remember last year he was forced into the starting role the final 3 games of the season due to attrition, and he really excelled. And then he was excellent in the playoffs against the Colts and Patriots. Strong indicator that he was ready to be the bell cow. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. He's got his man. It's Williams. Williams loses the football. Mahomes now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Mahomes to throw once more. He'll buy some time right to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Travis Kelce, the all-pro tight end, the intended receiver, but it'll be second and goal.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to second and goal. Now Williams. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
I don't know if there's any other way to put it, but that play was blown up right from the snap. How about the guys on the defensive side of the ball? It's almost like they were in the offensive huddle.
Yeah, it's one thing to stand them up from that 1-yard line. Pushing them back to the 5, though. Wow.
Yeah, I like what you just said there. Not just stand them up, but end up making a play on the other side of the line of scrimmage.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Alpha.
Here's Mahomes, third and goal. Being chased out. Kansas City, touchdown. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns third and goal into a touchdown. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down.
And this will be caught at the 30. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Credit that sack to Jabal Sheard. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. A quick throw out wide caught by Robinson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. On second and a yard, Mahomes, and he delivers a strike complete to Watkins. And he'll be out of bounds.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Hey, 57, 57. Joker, 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 Joker. Blue dot worker, blue dot worker. He's coming, he's coming.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield.
Williams loses the football. And once again, this Colts defense stops him behind the line of scrimmage.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
Butker, what a pickup he's been for Kansas City the last 2 years. Remember, he was drafted by Carolina to be the eventual successor to Graham Gano. That didn't pan out. Casey got him as a free agent. He's been really good.
Yeah, Gano said, oh no, I'm keeping my job. But Butker found his home in Kansas City, a franchise record for points scored in his first 2 seasons.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. Starting the drive with a give to Mack. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
On 2nd and 9, Luck sliding out of the pocket. Looking deep here for it. Got his man complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards. From the gun, here's Luck. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
A gain of 13 yards.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And the catch made by Hilton. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Again, Luck. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. Looking to run with Mack. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. So it's 3rd and goal now, and this is where the Arrowhead crowd can make it very tough. Now it's Luck. He may try and run for this. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. We're back now in KC. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the fourth quarter. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Here we go on 4th. Lock. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10. Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. Throwing quickly, Mahomes gets this out to Watkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Mahomes. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. Got the defense on their heels. 2 first downs in a row, and now a pickup of 8.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes, and an alley to run. Mahomes can sling it, but the feet are nimble too as he scrambles for a first down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Got his man, it's Williams. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. And going deep for Hill. That's going to be caught. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 36 yards on the play. And what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. And he's got it. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Williams. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. They'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. And now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. To throw again on second down. Luck. He's going to let it fly. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies.
Here we go.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
All day, dog.
Mahomes going to throw it here. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play.
Oh, no, he lost the football, and the Colts pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I'm guessing that on the sidelines there might be a few words said about that mistake there, but I don't think it's going to hurt them in the long run. They're still going to get out here with a win.
Yeah, they got the 2-score cushion, but you know what coaches say, Charles? Finish strong.
Finish the game out the way it's supposed to be played. In fact, coaches might be secretly happy. Gives them a chance to do a little extra coaching next week.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Luck now to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the rookie from UVA, Juan Thornhill. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They're going deep for Hill. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So this one in the win column for Kansas City, and it was Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my